Alright, so I'm going to do an autopsy on this water heater. This is one I wasn't able to fix. I think it's popping TRDs. So I know it's not leaking, so I want to bring it back to life. Yep. I don't know if you can see down in there. Yeah, it's overheating. It causes the TRD to pop. So I'm going to take off the bottom. There's a lot of rust on the bottom. Actually got some holes. And probably replace this. Right, the bottom pan, and blow it all out, clean it all up, replace the TRD, and pressurize the tank. The bottom of the tank is really smooth, which is a good sign. Not a lot of crusty barnacles down there. And pressurize it and go ahead and sell it. So I buy water heaters sometimes. This one I got for $20, and the guy guaranteed me no leaks, but I don't believe what people tell me, so I took it home. I did a pressure test, hydrostatic pressure test, and sure enough it leaked. Nothing I can do about that, but I will take the valve off of it and the burner assembly, and I already pulled the cold nipple with the dip tube, so I'll keep that. And I might reuse this bottom right here, but yeah, I get burned, but I'll take the parts off of it at least. That's rare. These combustion chambers are so hard to get out, so for this one to just pop out like that is it's kind of banged up on this side. That's weird. Easier to work on, that's for sure. Alright, let's get it cleaned up, put it back together. Okay, so here's a really good demonstration of how to put the TRD in. Push it down and turn it, and then you can see it opens up the chamber on the bottom. Spider, you better get out of there, spider. Anyway, this water heater is popping TRDs. Like this dimpling over here on the side allowed it to fall out. We'll get this whole thing cleaned out. I got to install this bad boy today. always like to put twice as many screws back in it as I pull out. They only put 4 screws on. And I always put 8 back in, just makes it more solid. I took the insulation out. You can't really tell, but I think the insulation was blocking some of the air. So I just took it out all the way around, so that should really help the oxygen get in there and get down below, and then cleaned everything out. And the bottom holds the combustion chamber in. I was really surprised it fell out. It's really difficult to get these combustion chambers out of these reams or roods. But this one just fell right out, so it must have been from the heat. Probably broke the seal, but it's a lot easier to work on if the combustion chamber comes out. I also put a different bottom on it. I had another one lying around. The one that it had before had a bunch of holes in it. It was just shot out and rusty, so I had another one. I keep them if they're in good shape, and I just put that one on. So it matches. Actually, sometimes they don't match in color, and I actually think that looks cool when you got different color components. This one matches. Okay, so testing it out. We got a different burner assembly in there. We cleaned out the combustion chamber. We replaced the TRD. I actually flushed and tested this water heater to make sure it wasn't leaking. Cleaned up a little bit of rust on it. Removed some of the insulation, which I felt was blocking over here. So it should breathe a lot easier. I just got to make sure this burner assembly is working. We put a new metallic bottom. I don't know what you call it, but got one of those. Yeah, we got a pilot. Don't see any LED. Bad thermopile, lovely. Probably the wiring harness. So the valve's good. And thermopile measures 600 and it just keeps going. It should climb even higher now. So remember, it drops when it's running. It drops 100 millivolts. So it's these wiring harnesses. Something happens between I'm measuring the voltage here. Everything's all good. Everything should be fine. As soon as you plug it in, see this one's good, right? So my little battery pack. You put that on. There we go. Yeah, it's flashing. It's flashing low thermopile voltage. How can that be? We measured it at like we measured it. We measured it at like, I don't know, it's almost 700 millivolts. I don't know why I'm wasting my time on this thing. Alright, so I went to my truck and I found this. I wasn't even looking for it. But I found this rancid looking burner assembly, which clearly came from a water heater that was leaking. So the thermopile and the pilot assembly should be good. So I'm going to take that out of here and put it in here because I'm having trouble with the thermopile because of the harness, and hopefully this one's good. Usually they are when they come out of water heaters that were pretty clearly leaking. And this is just all trash right here, just the whole thing. Probably worth keeping this. It didn't look like trash to me. The rest of it's trash. You know, this one's gonna be bad too. I have no more faith in these things. For some reason, 2014, 15. Oh, come on. Oh, the gas isn't on. Oh, man, these things. Get this thing installed today. Might have a service call later. There we go. Alright, so it takes about 30-40 seconds if it's healthy. Let's hope it's healthy. Oh yeah, there you are. It's gonna be a long video. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Under attack. Clicked over. We're golden. Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty blue. She's breathing. Alright, just need the anode rod loaded on my truck. Get her installed.
It looks like Kaiser has their own urgent care centers.
Oh, do they?
Looks like it. I just decided to Google it. Walk-in urgent care.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well, it's in and it's on. So you have any problems, let me know. The instructions on how to light it are here, although one of the straps is kind of cutting through it.
It's already lit?
Yeah, it's already lit. You should have hot water in about 45-50 minutes, just because it's 40 gallons of cold water.
Yeah.